Alrighty. Hello, friends. Let's hope everything is working on both ends. Whenever I simulcast, which is not very frequently, something inevitably breaks horribly that I've never seen break before. So, fingers crossed, I managed to thoroughly test everything today and that nothing breaks. That being said, I make no promises, just so we're clear. I make no promises on having this be completely successful all the way through. That being said, hi, friends, and welcome back to Raft. As the title indicates on both Twitch and YouTube, in case you weren't aware, we are simulcasting on both platforms. So if it's easier for you to view on one platform or the other, no worries. Lovely to see you all anyways. Regardless, like the title implies, today's my birthday, and it's become a tradition. I say that I've done it once before, but I want to make it a tradition that I speedrun Raft on my birthday. That being said, I also have 4 of the current world records in the solo categories. So I have any percent hard, I have radio tower hard, I have any percent normal, and I have radio tower normal. So we don't really have a ton of categories that I could competitively run as of today, right now. So instead, we're going to do something completely different, where I'm going to run Raft glitchless. That might seem a bit weird because Raft speedruns as they exist currently are in the normal Raft speedruns are considered to be in a state of no major glitches, which is a bit of a misnomer. You know, if you've seen a Raft speedrun, you'll know the glitches that we use as runners to get good times. So we're just going to be ignoring those glitches and moving on is kind of what we're going to be doing. So we're doing a state of no major glitches, but in a much more meaningful no big glitches. So that's what we're doing today. That's the vibe. We're going to hang out. We're going to play some Raft. It's going to be fun. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you have a good time with this. So with that said, we're going to do it in normal, because I think that'll be fun. So we're going to call this glitch list, and that starts my timer because H is my start key. Okay, and we're doing this solo today, completely solo, because all Raft speedruns have to either be in completely solo or in the co-op categories. I have my own co-op buddies for running co-op, so we're doing this solo today. All right, with that said, it's time for the first ever Raft glitchless speedrun. Let's go. We're gonna follow normal speedrun rules, where time starts when we gain control, and time will stop when the cutscene plays at the end of the game. That being said, I have not played normal Raft in a hot second. Most of the time I do speedrun skips, and therefore I don't remember how to do some of the Utopia puzzles, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Also, I do have motion sickness mode on. Also, thank you guys. Thank you everyone stopping by and saying hi. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. It's very much appreciated. I'm glad you were able to stop by. And if you're not able to hang out, no worries. I still appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, but we're going to be doing a Raft glitchless run. So I'm going to try and treat this as normal Raft as possible. Hey, Samich. How's it going, friend? And again, for anyone who's a little bit confused, we are live on both YouTube and Twitch today, which I don't do very frequently. If you're a regular YouTube viewer and you are interested in my live streams, I do stream roughly 3 times a week over on Twitch, if this is something you find that you enjoy. That being said, you know, we're here today to have a good time and to celebrate and to run Raft. So we're going to be treating the game mostly as intended. That being said, if it is an intended game mechanic, and I can use it to go faster, I'm going to. So we're not going to do death baiting or anything like that, even though that is a strict technique. It doesn't involve any glitches. But the main things that we're not going to do in terms of speedrun tech are third-person clipping, which is when you use the third-person camera to like extend out in various directions, and chair clipping, which is easier demonstrated than explained, because chair clipping involves plopping yourself on a chair, or in my case, I prefer a bathtub, and then like floating through walls. So we're not doing either of those things today. And that's pretty much the 2 main glitches that I would consider different in a Raft glitchless run. We did get twins as our starting island. You can see it on the periphery if you look under like the little icon in the top left. So your peripheral vision is longer than your front-on vision. So if I look straight at the island, I can't see it. But if I turn my camera, I can see it on the sideline there. So I always, whenever you see me wildly flinging my camera around, assume that I'm looking for nearby islands. That's kind of what the gist of this is. And I just want to see how fast I can beat Raft normally, quote unquote. Like if I were a standard player with way too much game knowledge, how fast could I beat the game if I weren't already holding 4 out of the 6 world records as a speedrunner? That being said, the other runners are completely worthy of respect and admiration. They're quite good at this game. Better than I am. Honestly, I would say Garter is a much better runner than I am. There's also some weird glitches that I cannot control. For instance, there's a glitch that makes the radio tower appear about 500 meters sooner than it should. That one you cannot replicate or control when it happens. So if it happens, it happens. That's not a me thing. That's just a Raft is weird and slightly broken thing. So again, we're going to go for no glitches as much as we possibly can. That being said, it is Raft. Raft is a little buggy sometimes, let's be honest. And we're going to treat it as a no major glitches run. For our purposes, those are, of course, the chair clipping and the third-person camera. So that really only changes a couple of locations. It also means that I'm not going to... Ooh. Interesting. I'll have to think about that. Because I might be able to get away with doing caravan skip then, because that just uses the ramp. But I might want the zipline anyways for Utopia. So I don't know. I haven't really done any route planning for this. It's just kind of, we're here, we're vibing, we're having a good time. I don't know what's going to happen otherwise. Until then, I just work here. So we're going to wait until we get nice and close to twins here. Oh, my hook is dead. Time to make a new one. That's easy enough. So I think I am going to gather resources for the ramp like I normally would. I don't know if we're going to use the ramp, though. The most important stuff is getting enough plastic and that kind of thing to make the vine goo and get our receiver and antenna down. And that's all perfectly normal. No glitches also means that we will not use the flying triangle trick. So that means I need to have a central pillar that I can support. And then use horizontal pillars to support the platforms. Because normally, when we are building this design of Raft, we would use triangles because triangles float without support in the game. Because physics isn't real and cannot hurt you. So because we're not using any major glitches, that means that that technique is kind of out the window because it is a glitch. That being said, the devs have known about it for literal years at this point, and they knew about it before Chapter 3 came out, so if they wanted to fix it, they would have. So it's not like it's going anywhere, it's a central part of the game, and also so many people's rafts would absolutely collapse without that glitch, including many of mine. I forgot that Jeremiah has a tendency to do that. There we go. All right, so this is our first island. It is Twins. Twins has enough to get 1 smelter, which we are going to want. I'm going to take the pineapple here, and I'm going to cross over to the other side and grab the watermelon. I do have most of the islands memorized completely in terms of their layout and resources at this point, because I've played a little bit too much Raft for the average person. So we're also going to shift everything back up top here. And then get rid of our seeds because we will not need those in any way, shape, or form. All right, so from here, we're going for a total of 14 sand and clay. That gives us exactly enough to make our first smelter and get our copper smelt cycle going. And because we are speedrunning, we do want to do that relatively fast. So for now, we just gather all of this fun stuff. Anyways, how you guys doing? Hope you're having a good day. Happy Sunday. For those of you in the US, happy early Thanksgiving. I suppose for those of you in Canada as well. Although it wasn't near Thanksgiving a while ago. Oh my goodness, Railway. Oh my goodness, Railway. The 20 gifted. Holy crap, friend. That is excessively generous of you. Thank you so much. How many hours do you have in this game? Roughly 1,000 the last time I checked. It's a little bit less than 1,000, I want to say. It's like 990 something, but it's like about 1,000 hours. But still, holy crap, Railway, thank you so much. I've spent far too much of my life playing Raft. But you know what? We're here, and I like that for me. I like that for us. This is a team effort. Also, these splits on the top of the screen are my own splits. That is the current world record for any percent hard. We are running in any percent normal, but this is glitchless, so it's a little bit different, obviously. But those splits are my own. It is my own time that we are comparing against. And it's mostly to give us a rough metric of how fast we're going rather than like a true comparative time. Because again, this is not a real speedrun category. So, unfortunately, that crate didn't give us a lot in the way of good tier 2 smelted materials, which is a bit unfortunate. It's not the end of the world, but it's not ideal for us here. We wanted bolts and hinges, not glass and vine goo. Glass will be useful as we go through the game because I do want to avoid dying repeatedly, because I will lose 2/3 of my inventory every time I perish, and I'm not gonna... Again, we're using no major glitches, so we're playing the game as it is intended, which means that I'm not gonna dump my inventory every 30 seconds when I need to reset my hunger and thirst. Alright, and that's another hook down, but fortunately we have more than enough to replace it. Again, 14 sand and clay is the magic number for us right now. I'm also gathering every bit of copper I come across, because we need about 16 copper to beat the game. So as long as I get close to that number as we go, also a railway with a 30 stream 30 stream streak. That's so hard to say. That's too many STRs in a row. That's insane. That's like literally an entire month of not missing a single stream. I'm kind of happy that some people do still play this game, because I'm playing with a friend right now, and it's really, really fun, and the game is kind of old. It is kind of old, but it's still a good game. I'm still playing it. I mean, to be fair, I make money off of this game, so I'm a little bit biased in why I keep playing it, but the point still stands. It is a fun game. I just wish they would announce more about the console port and how that whole status is going, but sadly I do not have any information to share there. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. 'Tis much appreciated. I also, for those of you who are unaware, I finished my master's degree this week. So I officially have a master's in biology now, and I do intend to go for my PhD in the near future. So that's something to look forward to. But those of you who follow me a little more closely know that leading up to my defense, my thesis defense and everything, was a very stressful time, and I wasn't making a lot of content. But yeah, I defended my master's in biology. So here we are. I'm looking for the 2 clay that I missed. Here we go. There's one. Oh, there. I missed these ones. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I worked hard for it, and it does mean that now I can officially announce that I'm taking spring semester off from graduate school to do YouTube full-time. Just for a semester, because again, I do want to go for my PhD. It is a temporary full-timeness because my heart is set on marine biology as a whole, but we're going to get a semester of doing content and hanging out and doing that kind of fun stuff. So I'm really excited. I think it'll be a good time. And I'm really excited to see what we can do. But for now, Raft. Unstucking is a completely intended game mechanic. This is not a glitch. So I'm going to unstuck back to my Raft. To be fair, it doesn't really change that much about the game if I had just like anchored here. You just anchor 30 meters away from the raft or from the island, and then you just swim around. So this doesn't change anything functionally or anything. Did you complete the game on fish mod? I did. I did complete the fish mod. It was very hard. It was way too much of a struggle for what it was. but we did beat the game as a fish, and I'm pretty proud of that. All right, here we go. Will the content possibly include the marine biology channel you talked about? Yes. For those of you who don't know what Railway is talking about, I have a passion project that I've been working on the side because, again, I defended my master's in biology. Specifically, I'm a marine biologist. My focus is in marine invertebrates, of all things, and I adore them. But I really have wanted to use YouTube to do marine biology, like a YouTube channel dedicated to marine biology. So that's something that I'm going to be working on hard over the next semester. And hopefully I can launch it with you guys. And we'll get, we got a bolt and a hinge. Nice. Yeah, and so we'll get the marine biology YouTube channel up and running. Because I'm really passionate about marine biology. It's something I really, really care about. And also, I like making videos. So, those two things. Defending your masters, I hope you brought a metal spear and a net launcher. I mean, to be fair, one of my committee members I would have liked to use the net launcher on. The fish mod VODs are all gone at this point in time, but I am working on editing them down for a YouTube video eventually. That is something, I have a backlog of content that I've been wanting to make while working on, again, the master's degree. So that is something that is coming in the semi-near future. I've got a backlog of projects that I've been wanting to work on that I just haven't had the time for because of graduate school. So, are you going to play Subnautica 2 when it comes out? Absolutely, I am. I love the Subnautica series. It's a smack. It's a smack that's merging with the island. For those of you who don't know, the collective noun for a group of jellies is a smack of jellies, and I think that's one of the best collective nouns on the planet. It makes me so happy every single time. It's a smack of jellies. But yes, the Subnautica series is easily one of my favorite game series of all time. And so I'm so excited to play Subnautica 2. I did Below Zero. Of course, I played the original all the way through and that kind of thing. Below Zero was decent, in my opinion. I'm really hoping that they do a more true return to form with Subnautica 2, which it looks like they're doing, based on what we've seen so far. And so I'm really, really excited for that. Alrighty. So we just need to get a couple more sand and clay to get up to the 26 we need for double smelter. But for now, I think we're probably going to head back to the raft and get our first smelter drying out. I'm doing really okay on copper, which is fantastic for us. Technically, I have enough for a radio tower as of right now, but I'd like to get a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to make exactly 7 wet bricks. And that will give us our first smelter as soon as we get there. Again, get rid of the seeds. We don't need those. Eat the pineapple, because that clears out an inventory space as well. And we do have our single bolt and our single hinge. Not the best combination we could have gotten. We do also have 2 of Aingu. I would have preferred bolts and hinges over this. Happy natal anniversary. I think that's the weirdest way I've heard happy birthday so far. Congratulations on that. I like it. I like it. All right, so we got 7 wet bricks. These need to go down on our raft, and then we only need to get up to 12 more sand and clay. So that's what we're doing with those. And then this is all of our smelted resources. I have more than enough in the way of those things. All right, we should be good to unstuck here. And we are. Jeremiah's taken a piece of our raft. No big deal. All right, and again, if you see me looking around wildly, it's because I can see longer with my peripheral vision than I can see straight ahead of me. Another thing that I'm not going to count as a glitch, because it is truly just a game mechanic, is the fact that you can do triangles on every side, and this only costs 1 plastic and 1 plank per platform. And that means that if and when Jeremiah eats them, it only costs me half of the resources of this, and I don't have to worry about repairing them. So we're going to treat that as a normal intended game mechanic, because it is. I'm just being smart about which pieces I use. And also because I know that Jeremiah will always prefer to attack pieces furthest away from the center of the boat. We don't need these. They get yoked back into the ocean. For me, yote will always be the past tense. Speaking of Jeremiah, yote will always be the past tense of yeet. Actually, I don't think it's necessarily even past tense. It's just kind of like its own verb at this point. To be yote. It's like the present tense of yeet. Yeet is like the verb. I am forgetting what the proper, parts of speech that would be, but I'm anticipating you guys get the vibe. So for now, we're just hooking everything in, trying to get enough stuff. How am I doing on scrap? Burf, 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 burf. Hey, Calvin. How's it going, friend? How you doing? All right. So for now, we just yeet more things. And this part of the run is pretty boring. This is literally just as you would normally play Raft. There's nothing super special about this part. That being said, we do go fast. I'm going to have my first smelter down soon. It looks like there's a split over there. Is it split or sunken? I couldn't see. It's split. Unless it's spiral, because I have a bad habit of messing those two islands up. There we go. Get ourselves some more water. I'm pretty sure that's split. It's got the two trees in the right place and it doesn't have the tree in the middle. That being said, again, I'm really good at messing up those two islands. Really, really good at it. Perhaps in all of the right directions, or wrong directions, depending on who you ask. Alright. But for now, we're just making our chug-a-lug progress on getting our smelters up and running so we can start our copper smelt cycle. One of the reasons we bum rush getting the bricks down on the raft is because this takes 5 minutes no matter what you do. It takes 5 minutes from the second you place a brick down on your raft for it to dry. Doesn't matter if it's raining, doesn't matter if it's daytime, doesn't matter if it's night. It takes 5 minutes. So, or is that spiral? I want to say that's spiral. It has to be because it's got that like lump right there. Again, those are the two islands that I have the worst track record for maintaining which one is which. But we're also going to play things a bit more safe here because I'm not going to use the floating floors glitch, which I would normally use to do this. So instead, that does mean I have to sacrifice some of my nails eventually. We are also going to get our research table out and ready because we will need this very, very soon. So we're going to put that there. And then we'll get rid of some of the stuff out of our inventory that we know we're going to have to get rid of anyway, so we may as well do it now. And spam the learn button to get rid of everything else. All right, so that gives us some stuff to work with. I do need to make a grill here as well. Ideally, I would be able to get a little bit more scrap here, but I'm kind of more focused on staying alive. Because we're not allowed to death bait. Do you think the developers will make a new Raft game? I honestly doubt it. I don't know what Red Beef has been up to other than working on the console port. But I don't know. Excuse me. I hope that they continue to make new games. I really love Raft. I'm very attached to it. I think it's a fantastic game. But I would pay so much money for Raft 2, more build pieces. Oh, same. Same. I mean, I'm quite proud of what people have managed to do with the very limited amount of build options in Raft. But I would probably commit homicide for a like Raft DLC at this point. To be fair, I'm a violent person by nature, so it works out. How am I doing on plastic? I got about 6 things. See, rail windows. Rail windows. I don't necessarily know if the devs will make more chapters. I think that I've talked about this before. For me personally, I felt like the storyline to chapter 3 was a bit rushed. I really liked how dark and in-depth the story was before chapter 3 released, and then they simplified it a little bit as chapter 3 came out. And so I'm a little bit sad that it got, I don't want to say nerfed. That's not the word I'm looking for, but along that vibe, that it got reduced. It got simplified. Oh, here we go. Starting to dry our bricks out. Also going to replace this to make sure that we don't lose anything important. Barrel. So I don't think they'll add any more chapters. I really hope that they're working on some other additional content for either Raft or a similar game of some kind of similar mechanic. What did chapter 3 introduce again? Quite a lot. Quite a lot is the short answer. Basically, it added the last 3 story islands. Now you're gonna make me think about this. It added the last 3 story islands. It added titanium, like most of the uses of titanium, not all of them, but most of them. It changed the way that a couple of base game mechanics worked. There's a lot that kind of just simply changed as a result of chapter 3. It was the last major update to the game, and most notably, it was titled the final update. Although I do have a screenshot on this note. I have a screenshot of the week before chapter 3 released of it saying that just because it is the final chapter does not mean it will be the final update. That being said, I mean, we're 3 years past chapter 3 now, or at least 2.5-ish. So whether or not Redbeat will stay true to that line of thinking is debatable, shall we say. It is debatable. I also like just standing on a pillar. It makes me feel powerful. How am I doing? So right now I'm working on farming plastic. I need about 3-4 stacks of plastic for this. So I want to try and be working towards that so that we can get what we need as soon as we get the opportunity to. Because again, we're doing no major glitches, which means that I still need to make it to the radio tower in good time and all that fun stuff. This part is pretty standard. And to be fair, this is exactly how I would do like a hard speedrun at this point too. Obviously, we are playing in normal, and that means I can perish if necessary. That being said, I don't want to. Ooh. We are running very low on scrap. I was gonna work on building out some stuff, but I don't know if that's a good idea. By the way, I don't know about this, but me and my friend paused the game for a month, and now we play again. We saw a big new tropical island that we never saw before an update. There has not been an update in the past 2.5 years. So whatever island you found has been in the game. I've got a theory on why Raft hasn't come to consoles yet. I'd love to hear your theory. I mean, as far as I know, it's just because only one developer is working on it. And therefore it's taking a long time because they're having to redo a lot of the way Raft was coded. And I'm hoping that means we see improvements for the PC version, because this game is pretty notoriously horribly optimized. Like if I bring up this, you know, it's not necessarily the best memory usage and everything. But still, we'll see. But I would still like to hear your theory. I really should make a grill. I got a couple more scrap out of that barrel, so we'll do it. Grill. And then you can go down here. We can start baking some potatoes. Or some beets, either one. And hopefully that'll keep us alive. Raft can also be called Spaghetti Code, the game. Oh yeah, Raft has some spaghetti code in it. I am not a computer scientist. As we have established, I am a biologist, and therefore computers scare me a little bit. But still, it runs like I do. Still wish the game devs would put more effort into game performance. Same. It runs, but not well, is how I would put it. And like, again, I am biased. I love Raft. I really, really do. There's a reason I've dedicated so much of my time and effort to this game. But it's hard to see it fade in comparison to other newer games and that kind of thing. Because I think I have a much more vested interest in Raft's success than many people. Not than everyone, but than many people, I would say. And therefore, of course, I want the game to succeed and have more content and that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't have, I wish I had an update that I could share with you guys and be like, look, I got a special announcement from Redbeat. But no, I have nothing of the sort to offer you in this trying time. Is my inventory full? It is. Let's see, what can I temporarily eat? So I can take up a beet and then cook another beet. We haven't gotten another island. Excuse me. We haven't gotten another island close by in a hot second either, so that's not ideal. I do have enough metal that I could get away with one smelter. It's just not fast. Not fast at all. Actually, technically, I think I need one more metal ore to have enough. Oh, I wonder what just got yote. Probably 2 planks. Let's see. Yep. Barrel. Do I hit these? Do I hit these? Yes, I do. And then we turn and face the middle of our raft, so it all dumps right here. Okay, so because I am missing enough of that fun stuff, what we're going to do is we're going to do horizontal pillars, which normally I would never use for this kind of thing, but we're trying to be responsible. And then we'll do one more on each side. I'm out of nails, never mind. Take up the planks to account for the planks that I just put in everything. Fantastic. And I have a cooked beet. Again, excuse me as I keep clearing my throat. I had a pretty nasty cold last week. My theory is that the Switch 2 has not been released yet, and the current Switch couldn't handle Raft, so I think the developers are waiting for the Switch 2 to release so we can port to them. That would be an interesting theory of waiting for the next console release. They have said that they want to release it on everything at the same time, which makes their lives a little bit more challenging, I would think. Again, I am not a game developer. Take my words with a grain of salt. But it seems like that would make their life more difficult, is releasing everything concurrently. And I can understand why they want to do that. But still, the longer you wait, the more I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Irrelevant Raft becomes. If there is going to be a console port, is there going to be crossplay? It's unclear. The devs have said nothing of the sort, so we do not know. I do not have an answer for you on that front. I wish I did. Again, I wish I had more info to share, but I do not. The last update we got was almost exactly 2 years ago at this point. Or a year ago. I can't remember. One of the two. It was very soon. Or very long ago. And that means that, you know, we don't have any information to work off of. And the last update we got was just a picture of them reworking the UI to be controller friendly. So that's currently all we have to work with. Which is a bit unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Alright. There we go. We're still just chug-a-lugging on forward. Oh, that's an abandoned raft that I saw. Or was it? Nope, it's Deep Island. Even better. That means I can finally get my second smelter going. And we can trade this out for more food. Oh, you what, mate? You what, mate, with the 5 gifted. That's so kind of you, friend. Thank you very much. I have over 500 hours on Raft. Nice. I have more than that. Not that it's a competition, but, you know. I just think it's funny. Okay, so we're still just waiting on this all to smelt down. We got Deep Island on our left. I'm dyslexic, and therefore left and right are hard. Perfect. I'm going to eat my beet here so I can clear out one more inventory space. And we are going to go for a deep island here, because I really need this island. Can't forgo those discounted gifty subs. Well done, Twitch. Indeed. Well done, Twitch. Good timing. Okay, I see Jeremiah coming in. We're going to do something a bit unconventional. This is purely intended game mechanic, is dolphin jumping. It's basically just swimming, but faster. And I'm hoping that I get outside of his aggro radius enough that I can get to the island. So to give you something to talk about other than the game, do you have any book recs or other game recs? I have so many book recs and game recs. I personally have been playing in my free time a lot of Palia, which may or may not be people's cup of tea, and that's totally valid. For me, I really like it. I find it very relaxing, and it just got a major update. I know that Forever Skies is coming out. Ooh, another big game update is that, I mean, I haven't talked about it. It's been out for a while, but the next update to Slime Rancher 2 is coming out on December 12th with the full labyrinth. So I'm very excited to see how that goes. Because I've also been playing a lot of Slime Rancher, another fantastic, very calm game. Oh, I forgot that I do not have literally any inventory space right now. Love that for me. What can I get rid of? This single nail and this rock can go bye-bye. I want the watermelon, not the watermelon seed. And then again, I want the watermelon, not the watermelon seed. Perfect. I do not have any food, so we're going to eat these right away. Excuse me. How many hours do you play? Do you have in Raft? About 1,000. 1,000, give or take a little bit. All right, so we need to get up to 12 total sand and clay. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Palia. I've been working on decorating my own little house. Because in case you guys didn't know, I really like decorating in video games. I dropped off at it in a sec. I need to hop back in. It's so fun. It's so relaxing. It's just nice to have a game that you can just sit back and chill with. Although I also have been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Valhalla, however you want to say it. Because I loved Odyssey. I know that Odyssey was a bit controversial for true, quote unquote, true, like AC fans. What can I get rid of? The single nail. Hinge instead. Fantastic. I know it was a little bit controversial for true Assassin's Creed fans because it was more of an RPG than a true Assassin's Creed game. That being said, I really, really liked Odyssey. And so I've been playing Valhalla. Excuse me. To try and get some of that feeling back, you know? Also because everyone who plays Palia is just so nice. They're also willing to help each other. I love it. It's so wholesome. All right, again, we're going for 12 each, sand and clay. And we'll pick up extra copper and that kind of thing to make our lives easier. But for the most part, I want to grab a stack of scrap here as well. And then we are finally good on resources before radio tower. All right. So I'm going to get myself roughly a stack of scrap here, as well as finishing up the number of sand and clay that I need. I just came up to this area to do it because this area is a lot shallower and therefore easier. Plus, for me, everyone is by Polly and Hot. There you go. All right. So we've got 8 of each. Perfect. Again, I'm going to grab extra metal. Nothing wrong with having extra. It means that we can fortify our raft and prevent Jeremiah from causing major issues down the line. That's something we're quite fond of, unlike being fond of Jeremiah. So we'll grab all of these bad boys. Hey, Allie. How's it going, friend? How you doing, Runaway? And then I need another hook. Not the end of the world. Oop, I grabbed one too many clay. That's not a bad thing. Just a little bit too much. And again, I'm going to grab extra metal because it means that I can fortify my raft if I get more than enough to do what else I want to do. Which theoretically I will, but it's still nice to have that safety net. Again, excuse me. This cough has been haunting me for like a month. I'm so annoyed by it. I know that I'm running low on food and water, but it's okay. We've got this. We've got this. And then this should be my last sand. Perfect. Just going to eat a quick watermelon. Keep that going. Okay, we still need to work on our scrap haul a little bit. I'm going to grab a couple extra sand so that I can make an advanced purifier. That'll help keep us alive. Because again, glitchless speedrun means that we are not death resetting our hunger and thirst. I know that that's not technically a glitch, but I feel like it's not in the spirit of the challenge, if that makes sense. It's not a glitch to dump my entire inventory on the raft and then yeet myself into Jeremiah's mouth, but it's not exactly in the spirit of a glitchless speedrun. Alright, so we're good on this. Scrap is just to make life easier, and we just need to get back to the raft. Playing using intended game mechanics. Yes, more or less. Some things, like, you know, dolphin jumping, I'm willing to let slide just because swimming is just so slow. It's just me sitting there holding W. It doesn't really change anything. Alright, so let's unstuck back to our raft, get all of this going. We should be able to make our next set of things here. I know that I grabbed too much sand. That's okay. We're going to get rid of this clay and pick up our wet bricks instead. And this extra sand is intentional, so that's good. We like that for us. We're doing pretty okay on our plastic levels. I would like more, but this is not the end of the world. All right. Perfect. And then more of this going. And just trying to make sure that we do not lose anything important to Jeremiah in the near future. Good news is we have everything we need to make it to the radio tower at the very least. And there's our baked potato. Fantastic. So that's good. That's going. Our bricks are down. We are thriving and vibing. Love that for us. So now we just get to work on normal raft setup stuff. Again, I'm going to do the exact same thing where I have a pillar here as soon as that is not in the way. Going to need this nail anyways. We just need to make sure that things stay supported. I do not need that rock, believe it or not. That rock is not necessary. Not a load-bearing rock. Wasn't it Team Fortress 2 that had a random, like, JPG of a JPEG of a coconut in the, like, game files, and when they tried to remove it, it crashed the game, so it was a load-bearing coconut? Wasn't that Team Fortress 2? I want to say that was Team Fortress 2. It sounds very Team Fortress. I think about the load-bearing coconut a lot. Raw beet, I do want that. Unfortunately, everything is covering this. I'm just going to use this as like an extra little inventory slot. So what are you counting as glitches in this run besides death baiting? So death baiting is one. The third person clipping is another. And then chair clipping would be the third one. Those are the major glitches that I'm trying to avoid. And yes, that does mean no bathtub strats. I will make a bathtub, though. I will make a bathtub just for posterity, because I love bathtubs. And bathtubs are necessary. We are beating the game as the devs intended. Kind of. Kind of. Rip bathtub run. I know. Watch as the first decoration package I open is a bathtub again. And they just call to me. Yeah, if we get a bathtub, I will make one. Just to have and to hold. To call my own. I have so much stuff. What about Varuna Skip? So that technically doesn't involve any glitches. So Varuna Skip is still on the table. Varuna Skip is just going around the door. It's like, it's an absurdly easy skip to pull off is the thing. Nothing about Varuna Skip is special. It's just the fact that they didn't close it off. So all you do is you crouch jump up and then you go around. That's literally it. That is the entirety of Varuna Skip. So obviously we won't do like Temperance Clip or anything like that, you know, because that's a little more game breaking. Oh, look, a large island. Who would have thunk? Suppose it has been half an hour, hasn't it? And therefore, large islands can start spawning. Yeah, so Varuna Skip is still on the table. I think we're going to have to do Tangaroa relatively normally. Oh yeah, because we can't do the third person clip. Darn it. That means I have to remember how to do Tangaroa. It's been forever since I've done Tangaroa. Really? Wait, I thought it involved clipping. I must be mixing it up with something. Varuna Point does not involve any clipping whatsoever. Shockingly. It looks like it should, because it definitely should, but it does not. Okay, and then more copper. We need to get up to 14 total smelted copper. Love this game so much, but I hate how it's so hard to find people to play. That's valid. That is entirely valid. You gotta quill first. Run is not blessed. We do have 2 beats, though. We do have 2 beats to our name. And pretty soon, we should have our second smelter at long last. I need to replace this corner. Yeah, Big Island. Actually, one of the better Big Islands, in my opinion. There's only 3 or 4 models of Big Islands in the game. And I have distinct favorites. My least favorite is Mountain. I think Mountain is dumb. Because Mountain is dumb. And I will not be convinced otherwise. It's just tall. There's nothing special about it. It's just tall. And annoying to get around. I think we're on a clear trajectory here. Hey, Jeremiah. How's it going? All right, there we go. And then we should be able to finally make our second smelter as long as I get something out of my inventory. There we go. Second smelter is finally down. That is our first split. Shows you how much of a difference glitches make. So I only need 5 more copper to get up to our radio tower levels. And then we'll pick up this and get that going. Now we have a pretty good food supply, all things considered. I've got 1 more watermelon. I can't risk my smelter. I can't sacrifice my smelter to make a better purifier because I need to be smelting copper and or vine goo and that kind of thing. I wonder if I can get onto the island and avoid aggro enough, I might be able to get some of the underwater chests here. And that might help me avoid doing the metal smelt cycles. Am I doing on plastic? I can use a little bit more plastic. So if we... Excuse me. If we get to a point, like right here, where I can easily get across... Happy birthday, by the way. Oh, thank you. I think I have a plan. Is it a good plan? Probably not. But are we going to do it anyways? Yeah, we are. For the content. What's your name for the boar? I actually don't have a name for the boar. The only thing I have a name for is Jeremiah. How old did you turn, if you don't mind me asking? 26. 26. And again, this week was a big week for me because I finished teaching this semester. I finished my master's degree, and now it's my birthday. The boar's name for me is Stop. Stop right now. Yeah, I think that's a good name. So this week was quite busy of things. I always forget I'm older than you. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Thanks. I'm pretty proud. Yeah, we're gonna go for this crate down here. Fingers crossed the puffer doesn't notice me and or doesn't care. I bet you feel relieved. Oh, I do. Believe me, I do. Okay, nothing great out of that one. There's the puffer. We're just gonna outswim it and hope for the best. Greetings from Germany. Hello, friend. That's a long distance away from here. But one of my mods, Nere, is from Germany. Alright, so we are gonna try and get up. I want to get as many of these out. I spelled that wrong. Don't roast me with your master's degree. Happy birthday and huge congrats on the academic achievements. Thanks, Flavi, and welcome back for a whole 15 months, friend. I appreciate you. Yeah, everyone who regularly follows me on like Twitch and that kind of thing has gotten to hear about my progress through my degrees and that kind of thing. Do you have all the achievements on Raft? Yes, I do. I do, in fact, have all of Raft's achievements. Please, everyone I know with an advanced degree has moments of one brain cell. Oh, absolutely. You use all of it to do random things, and then by the time you need it, it's completely gone. Okay, I know that there's a way up this mountain. This shows you how... Oh, gosh darn it, it's the bird. Let me Skyrim horse my way up this. I am from the US. Unfortunately. Alright. Up we go. I just want this crate. And the watermelons. I'm just waiting for the day I find a red clucker while you want mate is here. Hi, boar. My boar. You can't follow me down here. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Here we go. I'm from Australia. Ah, down under. Also home to the Great Barrier Reef. Again, I'm a marine biologist, and therefore everything I think about is the ocean. Okay, I don't think it's worth me swimming over to get any of the other crates. Unless I'm exactly correct in my positioning here, that it's over here. Let's just say I'm glad a red clucker isn't an official achievement in the game. And yet all the dev paintings is. And you know what I'm glad isn't an achievement? Freaking golden robot. Can you imagine if you had to get the golden robot to get an achievement? That would take so long. That thing is so rare. Do you consider dolphin jumps as glitches? I went over that. I'm gonna assume no. Just because, again, swimming is just so slow. And it doesn't functionally change anything. It just means that I'm not just sitting there holding W while you guys look at me, you know? We'll get rid of that and take the bolt instead. And get back to our raft. And I did get a metal ingot out of this, which is good in and of itself, plus many watermelons. Golden robot. The golden robot is an item that comes out of treasure, like the safes that you dig up when treasure hunting. And it's a subset of toy robots. So toy robots, I don't have the exact numbers memorized, so don't quote me on this, but I think it's like a 4% chance to get a toy robot. And of those toy robots, there's like a 2% chance to get a golden variety robot. It's a very, very rare item, is what I'm coming. Is unstuck not a glitch in your thing? No. I'm counting unstuck as an intended game mechanic. Because it is technically, like, purely in the game. It is in the menu. It is designed to be there. So I'm counting it as an intended game mechanic. Am I using it in the intended way? No, but it is an intended mechanic. And therefore, I'm close enough. Based on my reasoning and no one else's. Alrighty, then we could do this. Those should be done any second. And then I just need to do one more copper. It's almost worth making a box for myself with all the resources I have in my pocket. I do need to get Jeremiah to destroy like one of these two pretty soon so we can start putting down the engine platform. So whenever Jeremiah is ready, you know, I don't want to pressure him. Just saying. You know, he could do it. Speaking of Jeremiah, ASMR voice for real. This is just my voice. I just exist. I'm going night night. I mean, have a good nap. / depending on where you are in the world, have a good sleep. All right, that puts us at 13 of these. So we're going to do this and start our vine goo as well here. And that way we can get up, because I already researched one, which means I just need 6 vine goo here. And actually, wait, my copper's done, so I can officially start the circuit board cycle. That was just a leaf, so I'm not worried about it. All right. I'm gonna get something out of my inventory temporarily. It's gonna be the glass. And then we've researched that, so research this. Learn everything. I'm joking. I'll make sure Sharky doesn't hurt your raft. That's my job I assigned yourself. Okay. Solid. Keep watch. Keep watch. And then, there we go. I'm just dumping everything that I have on the raft for now. I should have enough in my inventory that if I do this, I can come in here and start making these circuit boards that I need. And then, well, allow me to research this and learn all of these fun things. Fantastic. Then we can even go one step further, make our first antenna. That'll clear out a couple of inventory slots as well. And we can continue rotating through our vine goo. Like so. And that gives me one more to make, so I can make another circuit board. And as soon as I get one more vine goo, I can make the receiver. We're getting nice and close to finishing out everything we need to turn on the receiver and get headed towards the radio tower. Again, going for a lot of paddles here, which means that I'm going to need a lot of plastic. By the way, what's your favorite story island? I think mine is personally Balboa, honestly. I really like Balboa. I like the way it forces you to explore, and you have to like actually travel a distance and that kind of thing. It's the first true landmass you encounter. And if you don't know where you are, it's really easy to get lost. I think it's a very fun island to actually explore. And plus, there's so much in the island that's actually like hidden lore and that kind of thing. Balboa can get lost itself, Caravan Island. I do like Caravan. I just like Balboa more. Because for me, Balboa is like the best example of an island you can truly lose yourself on. And I think that's fun. I think that's fun. All right, so this is our last round of vine goo here, and then I need to swap over to metal to get more bolts. Beyond that, I mean, I think Veruna's a little stupid, personally. Not only due to the skip, because the skip itself is stupid. The Veruna skip is a stupid skip. In the fact that it even exists is dumb. But still. That abandoned raft always gets me because I see the little glint on top. I'm like, radio tower. And then it's just an abandoned raft, and then I'm sad. So, you know. Which one's Veruna? Veruna's the 2 towers that were under construction. And then Jeremiah's going to take that piece. That's okay. We'll replace it one last time, because during that time he should attack a different piece. Any hype for my fave golf ball, Tangaroa? I do like I do like Tangaroa. But again, I just like Balboa. Balboa's the best. Bruno is the one with the crane and the grabber and the megalodon. Yes. The rhino shark of an non-distinct species. Not undistinct. That's not a thing. And then raw potato. Eat some potatoes that are not raw. Pick up the glass again. We're just waiting on these to finish up here. Plus I've got my watermelons to keep me hydrated. Oops, I did not mean to eat two. Tanker was good. I have less great memories of it because I have a week of no gameplay entering the surface. I had a week of no gameplay between entering the surface and getting stuck, having forgotten all about the plantation area. Oh no. Yeah, the plantation area is kind of necessary. Are you killing the king shark or the rhino shark? Nope. I can't decide between Temperance and Tangira. I think Temperance was a little bit of a letdown, personally. Happy birthday, thank you. I personally think Temperance was a little bit of a letdown. I love the snowmobiles. Don't get me wrong. I adore the snowmobiles on Temperance. That being said, it just wasn't enough to make up for the lack of everything else on the island. It's just a lot of really big empty space. And not in the way that Balboa is empty space, because Balboa has tons of those little details that I was talking about. Temperance is just empty. And like, yes, it has, you know, the game clam and all that fun stuff, but still, is that truly like everything? All right, good news is we will be able to turn on the receiver here. Finally, at long last, glitchless raft, let's go. All right, and it is directly ahead of us. Love that for us. Means I don't have to do anything. I think I agree. Temperance could have been better. Yeah, it's like, I don't dislike Temperance. I just think it had so much more potential than they gave it. Because it was just like a giant floating ice block and nothing else. There wasn't anything truly special about it. It was just a lot of ice. And that made me sad because I loved Balboa. Maybe soon I'll try beating the game with Fish Mod. Fish Mod was hard. At least for me, it was hard. But it is doable. I have beaten the game with Fish Mod. They should have added a massive bug at the end of the boss fight. Yeah, so, like, the reactor finale for Temperance was engaging. But it's also just a lot of sitting there and turning a wheel. It wasn't nearly as interactive as I think it could have been, especially because the bugs infinitely spawn. And if you aren't fast in any way, shape, or form, like, it does take a while to turn off those reactor keys. It is not the fastest thing in the world. A massive bug would have been fun as a boss, though. It's like a big old bug in the middle. Okay, the next piece that Jeremiah destroys is going to become the engine platform. Because we officially have more than enough stuff. I've got plenty of leaves. So I think we are going to try and ramp Caravan Town. 3 words to describe raft. I mean, I would say it's a... The 3 words I would use if like people didn't know anything about the game would be ocean survival craft. Because that is what raft is at the end of the game. At the end of the day. Not at the end of the game. It is an ocean-based survival craft game. And that's usually how I end up describing it to people who have never heard of the game before. As in 3 adjectives I would use to describe raft, I would say, I don't know, creative. I don't want to say easy, but it is easy. Raft is not a difficult game, in my opinion. I don't know. I'll have to think on that. Also, I didn't want him to destroy one of the back pieces. I wanted him to destroy one of the side pieces, but we don't get to always have everything we want in this world. But I do, and I want potatoes, and I have received potatoes. So who's really winning here? As soon as these 2 pieces of metal are done, I'm probably going to end up swapping them out for sand so I can get the sand out of my inventory and finally turn that glass into a better purifier for myself. Because I'm getting annoyed with juggling everything everywhere all the time. Let's see, we'll just shove a stack of leaves in there for now. So I can pick up something. We'll open the decoration package so it's one less thing sitting on my raft. And then rope. Nice. And then this is our raw beet that we can put down as soon as we pick up our potato. All right, that is our, well, it's part of our metal. So we'll get that going, and then we'll get that going, and I can yeet this sand away because I don't need it because I've already got 2 glass, and that means I can make the next level purifier so that we don't have to worry about that at all. That could go there. And then this is all going. Happy birthday. Thanks, friend. I appreciate it. All right. Paddle time. We just need to paddle straight. Paddles do make you go faster than anything else in this game. Oh wait, my receiver on. How dare I not hit my split? What's your favorite ocean survival simulator and why is it Raft? I don't think there was any other option for me there, you what, mate? I don't think there was any other option there at all. No, we're good. And yes, paddle gang. Paddle gang. For those of you who don't know, / may have not been around as long, you want me to redeem tea. Cheers, friend. One of the things that I used to do when I very first started speedrunning and streaming Raft, when I was brand new to making content, is I always referred to the paddle phase as like when I would talk to chat, when I was getting used to all of this, you know, and learning how to stream and that kind of fun stuff, right? And that was paddle gang, because I was just sitting there paddling, because it does make you go faster. And then also talking to chat. Is this also a Twitch stream? Yes. Today we are simulcasting. Again, for any of you who are normal viewers on YouTube but are interested in my live content, I do stream about 3 times a week on Twitch pretty regularly. Today's just a special occasion, so we're simulcasting on both YouTube and Twitch today. But I do stream pretty frequently over on Twitch if this is something you enjoy and want to see more of. Obviously, no pressure. It's a little different from my heavily scripted and edited content and that kind of thing, so if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea, no worries. That being said, I do love mugs. Calvin, redeem fun fact. What kind of fun fact do you want, Calvin? Are you doing the bug that copies the items? No. This is a glitchless run, and therefore we are not using the item dupe glitch. Calvin, you gotta tell me what you want a fun fact about. Or at least what category you want a fun fact in. Tell me something about invertebrates. Okay, but so one of my favorite things, so I'm very partial to echinoderms, which is the group that sea stars, sea urchins, sea cucumbers, brittle stars, and crinoids belong to. And they are wacky little animals, and I adore them. I think they're the coolest thing on this planet. But one of the synapomorphies of echinodermata, and that's a lot of big words if you're not a biologist. A synapomorphy is basically something that's universal to all organisms in a given subsect of life. I'm trying to avoid using fancy terms. But one of the biggest subsects of that is a synapomorphy. And so a synapomorphy is something that's universal to that subsect of life. And I really like the fact that a synapomorphy of echinoderms is pentaradial symmetry. So 5-sided symmetry is common to nearly all echinoderms. And I think that's pretty cool. So there's your fun fact, Calvin. I hope you enjoyed. Why don't you upload on YouTube anymore? I have every intent to go back to making content on YouTube. I've just been so focused on finishing my master's that I haven't been working on content because I've been working on my degree instead. So I have every intent of going back to making content now and that kind of thing. So I mostly haven't been uploading because I've been working on my master's degree. But now that I have my master's degree, I can go back to uploading. That's the long and short answer. And yes, I did scrap the things for you. I did stack the scraps. Happy birthday. Thank you. Many, many happy returns of the day. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just started playing a couple days ago, and I find hard mode is not that hard. Any suggestions for a mod that makes the game more challenging? It depends on what kind of challenge you're looking for. If you're looking for something that's like a pure, more difficult version, there is a mod called the Nightmare mode in Raft, and that is it basically takes hard and it makes it harder, but it's pretty much identical to the way that Raft would normally be played. I don't want to say that it's hugely different. It doesn't change like base mechanics that much or anything like that, but it is harder. If you're looking for specific challenges, there's a couple of really good mods out there. One of the ones that I did semi-recently was the fish mod, which means that you can only breathe in the water, and it doesn't disable Jeremiah's aggro or anything like that. So that can be a little challenging. Again, I think it's quite fun, so make of that what you will. If we're gonna skip glitch, yes, no. We've already decided no, because it doesn't really require anything other than just crouch jumping, which is a normal game mechanic in any game. Jumping and crouching are both like normal mechanics. So we're gonna skip us in. All right, we'll go back to this. And now I have enough to make myself a water bottle. So I no longer need to rely on watermelons as my source. Do you play any other games? Do you play or stream any other games? Yes. Recently, I started playing, actually, as of yesterday, I've started playing Satisfactory for the first time over on Twitch. Again, if that's something that interests you. So, and I am working on expanding my repertoire of games that I play. Because as much as I love this game, it does get a little repetitive sometimes. Happy birthday. Thank you. I appreciate it. And again, thank you so much for everyone who has stopped by and said hi. I really appreciate you guys. And thanks for all the birthday wishes. I really, really do appreciate it. It's lovely to see you all. But for now, radio tower. We're so close. We're so close to the radio tower. I thought you were a Dave the Diver streamer. I have also streamed a lot of collection nets. Or not collection, Dave the Diver. Wow, I can't read and speak at the same time, apparently. You'd think I'd be good at this by now. You would be wrong, but you would think I would be good at it. It's a fun thing. I mean, yes, I will make collection nets eventually, you want made, okay? Because that's an intended game mechanic. You're only 400 meters out from Radio Tower. Started playing Subnautica. Love it. Glad to hear it. Subnautica is a fantastic game. Fantastic game. Okay, we're so close to Radio Tower. Don't worry, we're only 20 minutes behind time. That's not that bad, actually, all things considered. Fave shark name? Jeremiah. What about detail planks? Calvin? No. Calvin, no. That's gonna be one of the first videos to come out. Is gonna be the detail plank speedrun that Vex and I did. It's so bad. It's so bad. It took so long to do that. For those of you who either don't know or are unfamiliar, I regularly get a lot of comments, especially when I do speedrunning content, saying, oh, why didn't you just use the detail plank like Let's Game It Out? And again, I want to make this abundantly clear that I love Let's Game It Out's content, and I think he did a fantastic job of showcasing just how broken Raft is. But the detail plank is not a speedrun strat. Just because it breaks the game does not make it faster than the other speedrun strats that runners have already established. There's nothing more, nothing less to it. It's just one of those things that irritates me. I've learned so much about this game solely from you. Thank you for all your hard work. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you to say. I'm glad that it's been helpful. We're getting so much metal. This is so good. And we should be totally good to make the whatchamacallit, steering wheel and everything. Where did the oh, there it is. Okay, I was like, did the radio tower despawn? Because it's done that before. I would be a little angry, not gonna lie. I'm only here to heckle you. I knew that, Calvin. You don't have to tell me. I knew that. And we got another potato. We love our potatoes. We're so close. Okay, again, we're only 20 minutes behind time, which is not bad, all things considered. Not bad. And I've got, let's see, that's 12 metal ingots. So if I get 2 more, we're totally fine in terms of making the steering wheel and everything. I want to get my raft into a position where it won't get stuck and will continue floating on without me, but I can still easily get to the radio tower. His paddles are in no way a glitch. They are just a part of the game. I feel like half of this is going to be justifying what I consider a glitch and what I don't consider a glitch. Because again, the thing about raft speedruns is that they're all already in a state of no major glitches, is what they're qualified. They're qualified as no major glitches. But does that mean that they have no glitches in them? Absolutely not. If you've ever watched a raft speedrun, you know that there are glitches used, but it's no major glitches, which means no item duping. And it used to mean no ladder state, but ladder state was patched out in chapter 3. So now no major glitches just means you can do chair clip and third person clip. And we're not considering dolphin jumping a glitch just because it's just jumping weirdly. It's not really a glitch. Oh, is it going to make me go around? What games do you plan to stream now that you have time? Planet Crafter DLC, Forever Skies, Slime Rancher 2 update. Slime Rancher 2 update is high on there. I was talking about that update earlier. But yeah, I have a long list of games and things that I've wanted to do, including other raft challenges and things that I've been putting off, like knowing that I wouldn't have enough time to do exactly what I wanted with them. Not a glitch, just parkour. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that I've really been wanting to work on that I just haven't been able to. Imagine a speedrun category that would require starting with a fresh copy of the game each time. Absolutely not. Nice parkours. Thanks. Oh, I would love to see more Slime Rancher 2. Yeah, Slime Rancher 2 is heavily on the games I want to work on and do more content for in the near future, so that is high on the list. Don't worry. I'm going to get rid of the glass because I already have enough glass. And I don't think I need anything else from here, so we're just going to go back to the raft. It's my birthday too. Hey, birthday buddies. Birthday buddies. All right, so what's our code? 5742. And radio tower is done. 5742. Plus decoration package. Oh. All right, we're waiting on the unstuck 5742 to get to cruise ship. People also get mad at me when I call it cruise ship, but I will continue to do so because that's what it was. 5742. That's what it was listed in the speedrun documents when I first started running this game. We do have to make a sale, darn it. So now I call it that forever. You have a nice voice. Thanks. I was born with it. And we'll smelt down our extra copper because I do need to get another circuit board or two. It was called cruise ship because Americans can't pronounce Vasagaten. I've started learning. It's not perfect, okay? Nor can I, but that's beside the point. Fair. I've been trying to learn. Okay, I've been trying to learn how to say it. Am I perfect at it? Absolutely the frick not. But still. Okay, from here, we just get to go all the way towards cruise ship. Even some people are like, why do you call it a cruise ship? It's a yacht. I'm like, I don't know. That's what it was in the speedrun documents when I very first started speedrunning Raft, and now that's all I think of it as. It's not me. Blame Gigi. It's Gigi's fault. Sorry, quick hydration break. I'm longing for the day this cough fully leaves me. You were born with it? This would be a weird voice from a baby. You're not wrong, okay? You're not wrong. But that being said, yikes. Are you streaming somewhere else too? Yes. Today we are simulcasting on both YouTube and Twitch. Normally, again, if you are interested in my live content, I do stream roughly 3 times a week over on Twitch. But on special occasions, I do simulcast on YouTube as well. So if you want my live content on a more regular basis, I would welcome you to join us on Twitch. Otherwise, I'm happy to have you here for the day. In the meantime, we're tea and honey, precisely. To be fair, I've seen a lot of new players to the game exclaim on Steam, wow, it's a cruise ship, when it first gets into view. It does kind of look like a cruise ship. And the live community is always so much fun. We're always so nice to Allie. Oh yeah. So nice to me. All the time, Calvin. So nice. Oh wait. We're doing cruise ship with no major glitches, which means I can't do third person clip. I gotta remember how to do cruise ship. I gotta remember the IL strats. Okay, I did not plan for this accordingly. Well, I did plan for it accordingly. I knew that was going to happen. But I don't necessarily remember all of the things that I need to do. I have an extra hinge. I think I am going to make a box and just shove everything in the box in case I do perish. Then I don't lose anything if I perish. I like that for me. Because that's not a glitch. That's intended game mechanics. You what, mate, with the 5 gifted again. That's so incredibly kind of you, friend. So unnecessary, but I very much appreciate it, friend. We're almost to the goal for a randomized raft, which is going to be interesting. I had a mod made for that. What do you think about the story? Do you like it? We're so nice to Ellie, aren't we, chat? Oh yeah, so nice to me all the time. This is what it's like all the time. Oh, Calvin. Thank you so much, friend. That's so kind of you guys. It's so unnecessary, but I really appreciate it. I do like the story, but again, I liked it more before chapter 3. I liked it more when it was more nuanced, when it was a little bit darker, when there was a little bit more going on. I really enjoyed it. I tried to play this game, but end up cheating with duping. Duping is pretty easy to do in this game, but generally speaking, I mean, I think Raft is a fun game to play normally, regardless, and today we're speedrunning, quote-unquote, normal Raft. It's only a speedrun because I know what I'm doing. Oops. Otherwise, I don't think we would be considering this as fast in any way, shape, or form. Not gonna lie. Have I researched rope yet? I don't think I have. I haven't, and that's why I don't have the chest that I was looking for. And that'll also help, because that way I have it available for the engine. I just need to get a couple more wood here. Thank you. Thank you for all the birthday wishes, friends. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who stopped by and said hi. It may not seem like a lot, but it's very nice. It's very nice for me. All right, then bottle of salt water, because again, physics isn't real and can't hurt you. Third person view, as like the unstuck button, is an intended game mechanic. So you should be fine opening games from a different angle. I think, okay, we might have to run a poll here and see whether or not we think third person clipping is or is not a glitch. Because third person is an intended mechanic. It exists natively in the game. That being said, I will use it in a very unintended way to clip through floors. Oh no, you just ruined your speedrun. Oh no, I use third person mode. I love the amount of people who are like, I didn't know there was a third person mode, when if you go to controls really fast, or yeah, if you go to controls and then you scroll down, it's like toggle third person is what I think it's called. Yeah, toggle third person mode. It's just a default thing. I think the clipping through the floors is not intended. Okay, so we agree that third person itself is fine, but not using it to skip through floors. I can work with that. I can work with that. All right, what else do I have to smelt? Not a lot. Oh, I need to do 1 round of vine goo so that I can get the engine circuit board ready to go. And then I have extra copper here. Or using it to open doors. Okay, so we agree that third person clipping is glitching. I found mods. I absolutely love it. Raft mods are great. There's a number of really, really good mods for Raft. Again, excuse me as I continue to clear my throat. I did not know how to do that, so thanks. Yep. Third person is an intended mechanic in this game. Glitching through a wall as well. A glitch. I never would have guessed. I never would have guessed that. No. I think it's fair that we eliminate third person clipping in a glitchless run. And then I just need to smelt down this. We get an extra circuit board here. And I do officially have enough to make a storage box, which is fantastic for me. So we'll plop that there. And then I have a space for all of my extra stuff to make sure that we don't lose anything if and when I perish moving forward. Because we are running in normal right now. For anyone who's a little bit confused, we are running in normal, and that is why this is all playing out the way that it is. We're about 1,000 meters away from cruise ship here. Going nice and fast. I think I remember how to do the IL strats. Well, IL also uses third person clipping. Never mind. We're gonna have to do this just normal cruise ship, but fast. I know what I'm doing. I have 1,000 hours in this game. Your videos are so much fun to watch. I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoy them, friend. I really am grateful for all the people who watch and enjoy the videos. And I am very excited to take next semester to produce more content and work more on YouTube full time. I think that'll be so fun. I think it'll be really fun and really rewarding. So I'm really looking forward to it. And then just a little bit more vine goo so that we can clear up the rest of our inventory, get rid of a couple extra slots. And I was going to make this to continue getting myself extra stuff. And now I can finish baking my potato. Very important. Very, very important. Okay, we're about 1,000 meters out. Not bad at all. Just gonna focus on barrels here. This will be fun because I don't think I remember how to do it normally either. But we're all in this together. Theoretically, amongst all of us, one of us will remember how to play this game. Will it be me? Debatable. It may or may not be. But still, the thought is there. The thought is there. Your shorts are fun too. Oh, thanks. I started making shorts when I got into grad school just as a way to continue to make content while, like, working on my graduate degree. So now that I have the degree finished and I have a semester off, I can work a little bit more hardcore on YouTube and all that fun stuff. I only have 415 hours. I only have just completed Tangaroa. Oh goodness. You've got a long way to go, friend. What's your favorite fish in Raft? I know what my least favorite fish is. I feel like the mackerel is my favorite fish in Raft. I know what the least favorite is. The ocean tilapia. Your videos got me back into Raft for the first time since the end was released. I haven't even gone past the radio tower. I've just been building. Building in Raft is fun. I might be a little bit biased, but building in Raft is fun. I think it's a creative exercise. Ocean tilapia is real and cannot hurt you. Okay. Backstory for anyone who doesn't know this lore. I'm a marine biologist. I specialize in marine biology. Specifically, I focus on invertebrates, but I've taken my fair share of fisheries classes. Oh, excuse that click. I've taken my fair share of fisheries classes. I know what a fish is, etc. One of the things that really irritates me about a lot of video games, not just Raft, although Raft is guilty of it as well, is putting tilapia in the ocean. Tilapia are freshwater fish. This is like a super easy thing to Google. Like, you don't even have to take my word for it. Literally just Google, are tilapia freshwater or saltwater fish? They are freshwater fish. They are not saltwater. There's like 2 families of tilapia that can survive and tolerate brackish water. And there is some evidence that tilapia can be used in aquaculture operations that use brackish water. But tilapia are not natively in the open ocean. Okay? Just so we're clear. Tilapia are not a marine fish. They do not exist in the ocean. And it's well known that the oceans are filled with really, really old water. Yes. Very old water. I restarted with mods and loved the building my way to Caravan Town on that one. Oh, nice. Are you using like the more building mod? Because that's a fantastic mod if you're looking for more creative outlets in the game. And that's a fantastic mod for builders. Yeah. But the ocean tilapia just, it grinds my gears a little bit, not gonna lie. And the people who have been interacting with me regularly are aware of this. The ocean tilapia is coming for you. I got what you meant, Calvin. Your sail's off kilter. There you go. It is back on kilter. By the way, relying on chat is a glitch. Okay, but relying on chat is a glitch to beat the game. Have you ever moved with the receiver and traveled to the wrong place back at the radio tower? Oh yeah, I have done that. I have done that plenty of times. It sucks. Yeah, I would highly recommend the more building mod if you're into building in Raft and the creative aspect of it. It just adds more textures and that kind of thing to play with. I like it. I like it a lot. Plus, the more colors mod is also fantastic, so that you're not limited by the color wheel. Maybe the Raft is predicting that tilapia is actually super adaptable and will evolve to survive in the ocean. I mean, it is possible that eventually fish will evolve. But okay, I can go on a huge like biology rant about this, but there's so much competition in marine fishes, especially because they would have to inhabit coastal environments first. And the coast is where about 90% of life in the ocean exists in. So they would have to be very, very competitive. And not saying that doesn't happen, but still. I'm at Utopia in my playthrough right now, and I'm so bad at the water puzzle. If it makes you feel better, the first time I did the water puzzle on Utopia, it took me like an hour and a half. So, am I alone in finding the standard paint colors in the game a bit mid? No, you are not alone in this. You are far from alone in this, my friend. We have so much stuff, and I have potatoes. Who's the real winner now? I want you to try Ark Survival Evolved. I used to play Ark a really long time ago, but I have not touched the game in eons at this point. Which makes sense. Wait, really? I didn't think it was that high of a percentage. It's quite a lot. The coastal environment, that's part of the reason I'm so much more interested in coastal environments than I am in, you know, deep water habitat and that kind of thing. Because it's so much more interesting. But yeah, I think that's fine. I like your top 5 underwater games. I mean, I am a big fan of all of those games. There's a reason I made that video. It's because I love the ocean. I really, really do. Again, I finished my master's degree in marine biology. I quite like marine biology. I love the ocean. Although my thesis was on oysters, if anyone's curious. I know way too much about oysters now. I do still think they're gross, though. I will personally never eat oysters. I think they're disgusting. Not gonna lie. But they make for great model organisms, and they are very important to our ecosystems. Do I like them, though? No. No, I don't. Happy birthday. Thanks, A. How's it going? Yeah, I used to play Ark a really long time ago, but I haven't touched it in forever. So I would say that I have a near zero understanding of the game at this point. Well done, that's amazing. Thank you. All right, that can go in there, and then this, and then I don't care if I lose this hook. Because what is it going to do? I mean, I could just put these in the smelter, and then I have room. Fantastic. And we have a bonus potato. A backup potato. There are some food crates scattered around cruise ships, so theoretically we should be fine. Did I really say out of kilter? As if that's a renewable resource. Off kilter. Out of kilter. Out of kilter. Not for me either, oysters. Oysters are gross. Super important organisms, super interesting to study. Gross. I don't understand why people eat them. See ya, Allie. I'm asleep now. Have a good night, friend. Thanks for stopping by. It was lovely to see you. Now we can go straight. And then theoretically, after this island is done, we will have the engine and steering wheel, and that'll help us go faster and reorient ourselves, which will be lovely. I can also, actually, I'm not going to do that because it would take up another inventory slot, but I have everything I need to make the engine. I'm pretty sure. And if I just need scrap, then there is scrap on this island, so it shouldn't be the end of the world. I don't think. And if it is the end of the world, well, then we have other problems to deal with. So that becomes a separate issue at that point. We're getting nice and close. We're going to get there soon. I believe. Pretty okay, thanks. Unfortunately, it is time for sleep over here. It's almost Monday. What had to happen for a second? Well, thanks for stopping by, eh? Always good to see you. Have a good night. Rest well. Have a good Monday. All right. We're so close to cruise ship. Second story island. Woo! Second of 8. We're almost a fourth of the way done, guys. Don't worry. It usually goes... Getting enough resources to do the radio tower is usually the longest part of the run. From there, it's just like running back and forth and that kind of thing. And doing the actual locations. So from here on out, when we're not traveling, it should go pretty fast-ish. Obviously, it'll be slower than the glitched methods. Because, you know, glitchless versus glitched, of course, one's going to be faster than the other. That's how that works. But still. I can't stay, but happy birthday. Thanks, friend. Thanks for stopping by. And thank you for the wishes. Much appreciated. All right. Well, we're not allowed to do glitches. That being said, it does mean I can get onto the first floor. Is that going to be hugely helpful? No. Actually, it might be. It might be. Wait, because, okay, this isn't a glitch, right? This is just a jump to go up here. Because, like, I did this in my very first playthrough, where you could just come over here and you do that. So you can get up here easy clap without any glitches. We can take this, we can take this, and then we can open that. Because, again, this is just jumping around. This isn't anything special. That's just jumping. Off to bed. Have a nice birthday. Thanks, friend. And again, thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated. Okay, so we have 2 engine parts. Oh, wait, there's a third one. I'm stuck on the railing. Where is it? Is it on the other side? It might be on the other side. Again, if we need scrap, we know that there's plenty here. I chose the long way to go around. Time loss. Whatever will we do? My very competitive non-category speed run. Over the nose. And now it'll give us 3 of the 5 required parts. And it should be pretty easy to get the rest. All right, there it is. I see it. Target acquired. Target acquired. Let's go. So that works out. That's all totally fine. How fast can you beat the game if you could use glitches? My world record time is, for normal, is 3 hours and 6 minutes. And that is the current speedrun world record. And that is also my time, so. Okay, and that got us up to this floor. And again, this is not a glitch, this is just a jump, right? That's just a crouch. That's not anything special or fancy. This one you need a key to unlock. But if I come over here, I can grab this and this, and that's all perfectly intended. I can also grab some extra food. Okay, so this so far is all intended game mechanic. And this brings me up another floor. Good luck, have fun. Thanks, friend. I can't get in there quite yet, but I can get around here to grab the key card. And then from there, key card opens the office, I think. I just forget how dark it is without a light. It's pretty dark. And then that brings me in here so I can grab this. Hello, lurkers. And that means I can come down here and open, not this one. Am I on the wrong floor? That's just a note. Whoopsies. No, it's right here. Okay. This. Hi, lurkers. That, and then I don't need the note. Oh, goodness, I'm gonna perish. Okay, well, we just lost food. That's okay. That's okay. We go again. Too many lurkers in one small room. No, we got the electrical wires. We have the bullet. We just need to get... Wait, that means the rest of the stuff I need should be down here. Yeah. It's been so long since I've done this. This is literally just me trying to remember the layout of this island at this point. And I know we come all the way around here. Grab the red key. In through back here. Grab this. I think that's everything we needed out of this room. Again, it's been so long since I've done this the intended way. So incredibly long. Is setting your shadows to a value that removes the need for the headlamp a glitch? I don't think that's a glitch, personally. How many am I at? Wrong button. I'm at 5. Perfect. I've got the car jack. And then we just need to come around here. Whee! So fast, so furious. Hey, lurker, how's it going? Oh, I'm stuck. Blue key, got it. Extra stuff. Checking to make sure I didn't forget about anything back here. Blue key. We're up on this floor now. Just opening up my ease of access for all of this fun stuff. I got everything I needed from that, didn't I? So I have the car jack, which means I can come next floor up. It's back over here. I like this army of lurkers that were just kind of trailing around the place. All right, and I'll take this. That's just a note. More food. I guess. Oh, pie lurkers. Oh, I wish I could close that door. That'd be fun. Am I forgetting what I need? I do need the green key. Is the green key in this level? I thought it was. Or is this room just like a box? Gosh darn it, all the lurkers. Excuse me. Voice gone? Headphones died? Oh no. Is the stream dead? Did it go down? Nothing except the note is behind the carjack door. Darn it. Stream is fine. Okay. Oh, your headphones died. I got it. I misunderstood. That's on me. So I just need the bomb. What do I need for the bomb that I don't have? This is the question. I have electrical wires. I have the gas tank. I have the bullet. I just need the green. I just need the lighter. Where's the lighter? I thought it was in here. But I could be wrong. How's it going? Where's the lighter? Gas tank was there, yeah. It's not in here. Lighter's on the bed somewhere. Oh, so I need the green key for that. Where's the green key? Again, it's been so long since I've played this game normally. Isn't the green key in the safe? Oh, maybe. I think I already got it, but the door was locked. We can try it. We'll go up the stairs and see if I have it. The office near the helipad? This one? I think I opened that. We'll find out. I haven't played this game in literally forever. Well, it's not that I haven't played the game. I haven't played it the normal way in literally forever. Oh, hi, my pile of lurkers that I left behind here. Oh, it is open. Apparently I just clicked it and then didn't wait. Whoopsies. Okay, my bad. This is gonna be faster than trying to wiggle down all the stairs. So here we go. We just need the bomb. We're so close. Totally glitchless. Totally glitchless, by the way. And then all the way through. Bombs goes from this workbench. We got it. So fast, so furious. Oh, wait, this way. Nope, not this way. This way. And then this way. Yoink. Yoink. And yoink. Yoinkers. Bomb. Stand over here so you don't get hurt. Oh, hi, lurkers. Imagine if they got hurt by the bomb. That'd be funny. I would laugh. Take those. Take the food. Take the food and run. Okay, we got it. We got it. Freaking cruise ship is done. Thank goodness. We made it out. I think every time I've done this normally, it's taken forever because I end up doing so much back and forth because I forget something. I'm just glad we made it out. I'm just glad we made it out. We don't need the blueprints. Blueprints are unnecessary. Do you play Disney Dreamlight Valley? I do not. It is on my list of things to try, though. Jeremiah's going to take a piece. That's totally fine. We need these two. Then we need to make those two. So first thing first is to do this, come in here and make a circuit board, then make our engine and our steering wheel. There we go. And that is both of those things accomplished. Fantastic. I have enough wood to start fueling this. And we can put our steering wheel here, start spinning, turn this on. Just gonna back it up a little bit. And then get out of here. Okay, we're good. We're good. Then let's see. Balboa is 5757. That's easy enough to remember. 5757. And we'll get going that way. We did get a 2,000 meter spawn, which is a little bit further than I would have liked it to be, but not the end of the world by any stretch. Perfect. And then we'll adjust course as we get closer. But we did it! We made it out! That's cruise ship completed. We just need to get to Balboa next. And I will continue to call it cruise ship, just to spite everybody. All right, and I have 5 pieces of extra metal. That's fantastic for us, because it means that I can reinforce some collection nets as soon as I get some extra stuff going here. And collection nets will help us in the long run. We just gotta wait for the trash stream to recalibrate. Now we're doing it. Happy birthday. Thanks! I appreciate it. Balboa should be like pretty much as normal, at least in terms of the speed run. The only thing that we might need to vote on whether or not it's a glitch is the mountain yeet. Do we think the mountain yeet is a glitch? Because the game is hard programmed that you cannot take more than 50 damage, fall damage. And we do use that to our advantage for the mountain yeet. So does that classify as a glitch? That's the only thing that would potentially change on Balboa. So do we classify the mountain yeet as a glitch? I wouldn't consider it a glitch if it's fall damage. They made the physics not real. That's on them. Okay. Solid. So Balboa is going to be normal speed strats then. And that's easy enough. I'm pretty good at Balboa speed strats. If we're voting, I'd say it's your birthday, do what you want. I mean, we're voting, but also it's a glitchless speed run. And I want opinions on what classifies as a glitch in this very glitchy game. Gonna get rid of that as well so it doesn't mess with my trajectory. It's not super hard to find 5 berries. There are 27 on the island. Oh no, not the mama bear, like the final mountain yeet. I was gonna do mama bear normally. Not like speedrun normally, but normally. I was gonna get berries from mama bear. All right, and then we just have 1 smelter that remains as our staircase. And we can get rid of this one. We don't need it anymore. Why is there no Varuna point in the island list? Oh, that's just because of the way that the splits move along as time progresses. They will appear after, you'll notice that it will move over after I like hit the split for Balboa. It's just so that it doesn't take up the entire top of the screen so that you can actually kind of see more what we're focusing on at a given time. FYI, I tried the fly glitch several times and it didn't work. Yeah, ladder state got patched out with chapter 3, sadly. So ladder state no longer exists. If it's hard-coded that you don't take more than 50, that's intentional in my book. It isn't hard-coded. You cannot take more than 50 damage from fall damage. It is the absolute maximum of fall damage you can take. And we're going to do this. Okay, I think that's enough wood supply that I can afford to make a collection net or two. And we'll put that one right there. That'll also give me a safe spot to hide from the bird when we get to Caravan. Because the bird will yeet. The thing is, I don't know if I need to get the zipline on Caravan, because I can do Caravan super easily. But if I need to do Tangaroa in full, I think I need the zipline, which seems redundant, and I don't like that for me. I just want to go fast. That's the one I completed in my game for a point. Nice. Happy birthday. Thanks. Thanks, friend. Is there any way to fly then? Not in the vanilla game anymore. Again, they patched out Ladder State with Chapter 3, and then that went bye-bye, and that was the main fly glitch. So any percent raft used to mean that you weren't allowed to do Ladder State, the flying glitch, and you weren't allowed to item dupe. And that's the state of no major glitches that raft speedruns are normally conducted in. For the purposes of this run, we've added the rules about no third-person clipping and no chair clipping. Because third-person clipping is kind of OP, and chair clipping is just funny, but also very OP. Do I have food? Yes. Yes, I do. And I'm going to make a couple of collection nets just to make this easier on me as we go along. No exploiting glitches that are an affront to the senses. Pretty much. Pretty much. How much is your speedruns record? I have 4 world records right now. I have Radio Tower normal, Radio Tower hard, any percent normal, and any percent hard are all world records that I currently hold as an individual. Technically, the normal Radio Tower is still undergoing verification because I didn't submit it, but I have that one. So, full Utopia parkour section, no. The bathtub run was hilarious. I love the bathtub. I love the bathtub. Okay, so I just need rope, which is easy enough, and scrap, which I have plenty of. Or at least I will as we continue to hook in barrels. So I don't know if it's worth making the ramp, because we're not going to be able to use the ramp. So I don't think ramping is worth it, which feels illegal in a raft speedrun. The ramp is like an icon. I also need a little bit more scrap. Oh, we're starting to get into the realm of Balboa. That's a big evergreen island. But yeah, I absolutely adore the bathtub. And if I get a bathtub during this run, I will make one, even if we can't use it. I'm not from the UK, I'm from the US, but close. One of the other major English-speaking countries. Alright. Only 4 SMH my head. Yes. I only have 4 speedrun world records right now. I know. I'm slacking. I was at some point going to make a facetious video called something along the lines of like, I'm the best raft player in the world. And I was like, well, that's arguably true. It's arguably true. I'm not saying it's true, but it's arguably true. And that's enough that I didn't want to make the video being facetious because it wasn't satirical enough. It's about 5 p.m. for me right now. I got stuck in mine recently. Oh. All right, we just need a little bit more scrap. I just need a little bit more scrap so I can make the fortification. Good luck with your speedrun. Sorry, you can't spell my username. Nope. I cannot pronounce your username in any way, shape, or form. But I appreciate the luck. I think I hold a raft world record too. I've played over 700 hours and never completed it. That is impressive. That's impressive in a very different way, my friend. Again, I just need one more scrap. That's all I need. We are getting a lot of wood though. And that's good, because I mostly just need it to fuel my engine, because I can't use the frickin' ramp. How close are we to Balboa? Still about 900 meters out, so still a decent ways to go. I play far more than Raft, but Raft is what I am best known for. I'm in the UK, it's 10 p.m. here. Nice. Yeah, there's people from all over the world here, which is fantastic, and I'm very grateful for that. But it also makes finding a schedule that works hard, because there's people all over the place. And then I had to fit it into my class schedule and that kind of thing too. So, in France, it's 11 p.m. There you go. There you go. Can I make it on top of this? Yes, I can. Just need a little bit more scrap. A little bit more scrap. Here we go. The best English-speaking people are Hindi people. I mean, sure. I have no skin in the game here. 2300. Yes, 11 p.m. I can do the math. You cannot hide from me. Okay, so I can fortify one collection net, because I have enough nails for that. So I'm going to put it right here, and we're going to fortify it to make sure that Jeremiah doesn't wreck it. Because Jeremiah does have a habit of doing that. And then I could fortify these two pieces. And I'm too lazy for that. I am too lazy for that. Okay, so let's make another hook really fast. Fantastic. Then again, I just need a little bit more scrap here. I find it, I'm trying to play Subnautica, but I'm finding it difficult. Yeah, Subnautica can be quite challenging, especially if you've never played it before. I think Subnautica is quite fun, though. Whoopsies, Jeremiah, don't eat me. We're good. I made it. Oh, Balboa just loaded. That's what that game stutter was. I've got one piece of scrap. I need 2 more pieces of scrap, I think. I need 1 more piece of scrap before I can fortify my other collection net. And then from there, we're pretty much good to go. Because if I fortify this piece, there's no way Jeremiah should attack this piece because of the way his aggro works. Which I suppose you could argue is a glitch, but it's not really a glitch. It's just the way his aggro is coded. Excuse me as I pop my knuckles. It's my worst habit. I love popping my knuckles. Yes, first time playing it, I'm not sure what I'm doing. Yeah, Subnautica can be a challenging game. I think it's really, really fun. I adore the Subnautica series, but I think it can be quite difficult, personally. If you're not used to it, also what difficulty are you playing in? Because that can have a big impact. I love it, yes, but challenging, yeah. I think we're all on the same page here. We're like, it's fun, but hard. And I'm going to swap this out so I can get some more food for Balboa here, because Balboa is going to be a lot of running around. That being said, if I can get away with doing mostly normal speed strats, that will be quite helpful for us. All right, and then we fill this up so we can get even more of that going. I'm so hyped for Subnautica 2. I am so hyped for that. Streaming is your main work? Not yet, although it will be next semester. I just finished my master's degree in biology. So that's been what I've mostly been doing recently. I love popping my knuckles too. It's so satisfying. It's so nice. I'm expecting this to become a Subnautica 2 stream all the time when it comes out. You're exactly right, Calvin. That's exactly what's going to happen. Because I love Subnautica. And there we go. Do you learn it as you go? Do you think? I think you do. I do think you learn Subnautica as you go. I think it's a game that makes sense the more you play it. That must be like, it's, you just kind of have to settle into the world, and I think that's one of the things that makes it magical in a lot of ways, is the fact that you do have to learn the game as you go. Obviously, at this point, it's a little old. So it's not like the most challenging thing of all time at this point in time. To like look up guides or anything like that. I'm not saying it's not a hard game anymore. That's not what I'm trying to imply. But technically you get detail planks and use it to pass locations without walking on the land. That is true. But I'm still counting detail planks as a glitch because they are massively glitchy in and of themselves. And then I should have a full bottle of water here. Detail plank strat. No, we're not doing detail planks. I've wasted enough of my life on those. Okay, Jeremiah's gonna take that. That's fine. He can have it. Happy birthday, Jeremiah. Allie and Vex Semiotica 2 multiplayer. If Vex wants to play it with me, that'd be fantastic. But I will fully engross myself into it, and I don't know if Vex wants to commit to that, and I don't blame her. Alright, so we should be good to turn off our engine here. And then we can anchor down just to make sure that our raft doesn't go anywhere without us. Just gonna wait on this potato to finish cooking. We'll take this barrel, just for funsies. And then that can go in there, that can go in there. Again, this should all work exactly as intended here. Oh, I need one more plank and then it'll be done. And there we go. Okay, so that gives me plenty of food and water to work with. We've got everything we should need for Balboa. So we're going to do normal, unstuck here. Again, unstuck is a completely intended game mechanic. So we're going to use it to our advantage and unstuck. And then we'll do normal Mama Bear strats where we'll try and get enough berries to distract her. That shouldn't be too hard. I know where a decent amount are. I've not memorized exactly where all of them are because normally I just do the cave jump. But still, we'll find out. Come on. Unstuck. Unstuck. There we go. Let's see if this works. So I need to get some berries for Mama Bear first. Although technically, I suppose we could do Mama Bear last. Because that way we would get more berries as we go around the route. Because normally I would go up here, right? And I would skip over the top. But I don't have anything for Mama Bear to... I don't have any berries yet, right? So let's plan on doing Mama Bear last. And we'll just come over here and continue the route as it normally would be. And we'll try and find wild berries as we go through the other two towers. Because I know that there's some over there, I'm pretty sure. I know that there's also a bear over here. So we got 1. And you got 2. And you need 5 berries, right? To do Mama Bear. And we can just continue way outside of this bear's aggro range. This looks so much better than my normal Balboa strat of wandering around lost. That's easy to do on Balboa. I've just spent way too much time in this game. So I know my way around most of the island pretty darn easily, unfortunately. Again, intended strat. Half the people didn't know that you could throw rocks in the first place. You follow me on the bridge? That bear was supposed to de-aggro a long time ago. This is interesting. I've never had a bear chase me through this part before. Good news is I think he gave up. Maybe? I hope he gave up. Okay, so that's 1 tower. Oh, he did give up. Thank goodness. Okay, we just gotta stay out of the aggro radius for a little bit. Are there any berries up here? I don't think there are. We're just trying to stay out of the bear's aggro radius for a hot second. So I don't get run over. Because that would be sad and unfortunate, and I would be sad. Also, unnecessary jump. Gosh darn it. When are you going to de-aggro? Oh wait, I can't do mountain clip because I don't have machete. This presents a flaw in my plan. Also, this bear is really going ham. This bear does not like me. I almost went for it and then I realized I did not have the health to support it, but we're gonna pretend that everything's fine. And we got far enough off. I did this yesterday and couldn't find that last cave for ages. Drove me mad. Finally completed it now. It's not easy. Okay. Good news, I did get all the berries that I needed now. Because again, I think you need 5 berries to do Mama Bear. It's been so long since I've tried to do Mama Bear normally. That now we play the fun game of I think I know where I am. Oh, whoopsies. I did not mean to come down here. Okay, we got this. Not the bear. Not the bear. We're just gonna run. And hope it resets its aggro radius back to where it should be. Sometimes the bears follow you for way too long. Good news is we didn't really lose anything there. Okay, and I don't need these anymore, so just to prevent me from potentially losing them, we'll just swap this out. Jeremiah can have that. I love it for him. Okay, the bears are being bears. But good news is we'll unstuck exactly to where we need to be. It's fine. Everything's fine. This is all working as intended. I promise. We just gotta unstuck back to South Beach here. Back to South Beach. Come on. Give me the unstuck. You know you want to. Unstuck. Bet. We might have to turn this into a 2-part because this is taking longer than I thought it would. And I do have other plans for my birthday, believe it or not. So, depending on how fast we do Caravan Town, we might have to turn this into a 2-part stream. I know it's shocking. All right, but what we can do now is we can do Mama Bear. As long as I stay over here, she shouldn't aggro on me. I should be outside of her aggro range right now. Then if I come over here, put the berries in, let her do what she needs to do, then route back around this way. Mama Bear is fully distracted. Love that for us. Fantastic. And that gives us our machete for all of this. Perfect. And a biofuel. That's actually kind of nice. And here we go. Where am I going? I got it now. I just need to look at things from a specific angle to understand where I am. The speedrun route is just firmly burned into my brain, apparently. And anything that isn't the exact speedrun route is wrong. TM. Don't tell me the bear is still going to be out here, out for blood. If the bear is out here, then we have different problems. Okay. Up for Mountain Cave. Llama. And it's going to be super dark for the rest of this island. Love that for us. All the way through. Boink. Again, I like Balboa because there is so much detail in every part of the map versus Temperance is just a lot of empty space. And that's part of the reason I like Balboa over Temperance, despite the fact that the snowmobiles are one of my favorite things ever. There is a mod that lets you ride the snowmobiles on Balboa. That's pretty fun, not gonna lie. That I enjoy quite a bit. You can kill him with a machete. I could kill Mama Bear with a machete, but that would be dangerous. Bow spam is the ideal way to take care of bosses in this game. Alright. Boink, blink, blink. And then we agreed that the hard cap on fall damage is not a glitch, so as soon as I get off that tower, we'll do the mountain yeet, as I like to call it. Whoops. Whoopsies. All around town. And all the way up. Here we go. And then, hi Johnny, how's it going? That's a second tower. Then you just need to hit a couple of these as you go down to not take fall damage here. And instead you come over to this little pointy bit right here. And then here you go. The big yeet. The mountain yeet. Happy birthday. Thanks, friend. Time for hockey. Thanks for the stream and happy birthday. See you later, Flavie. No, a normal bear if no one comes. Indeed. Alright, so then we just bounce on over here. Down here, I see the bears aggro cycle there. We should be totally fine here. It might hit me once, but it shouldn't be the end of the world. Or it just doesn't see me, and that's totally fine. Alrighty, so we come up here. Happy birthday. Thank you so much for teaching me about this game. Oh, well, thanks, friend. I'm glad you enjoyed. I'm glad it was helpful. Okay, so then we just mountain bear Skyrim horse our way around that fence, because that fence isn't real on that side. Not a glitch, it's just not real. I got the whole family to play it. We have like a 7-person raft. Oh, that's adorable. I hope you're having a great time. All right, and that is Balboa done. So we're gonna do Caravan Town, and I think we're likely gonna stop stream after Caravan Town for today. Because again, I do have other plans, believe it or not. That we did make it through Balboa. So mission accomplished on that front. Nice, and there's my raft. So I don't even have to worry about unstucking back. I can just get back on my boat. We just gotta do a little hop and skip and a jump over there. Make sure we don't spend too much time in Jeremiah's aggro radius. He hasn't even seen me yet. There we go. All right. Our code for Caravan is 2668. 2, 6, 6, 8. Perfect. And then we just got to take up our anchor here. Flip this. Turn that on. Jeremiah's going to take another safety piece. That's okay. And I can put down and fortify that other collection net, and I can place in my biofuel as soon as this is empty. I just don't want to waste what I've got. All right. So it's time to make our way towards Caravan Town, which is about 2,000 meters out from here. Not bad at all. All right, and then just basically straight ahead. A little bit more this way since I overcompensated. Perfect. All right, they're only about 1,900 meters out. Not bad at all. Yeah, that's good. That's a good trajectory. There we go. Oh, wait, I forgot the B-Day pits. Oh, Flavi. That's very kind of you. Thank you, friend. Very much appreciated. Have a good time at hockey. Okay, and then that finishes off that. Perfect. And so now we can just fortify whatever we want to. Make our lives nice and simple. So we're going to fortify, we're going to put down a collection net. Right here. And we'll fortify that. Where's my build hammer? There it is. Build hammer. And we'll fortify these two as well. Because that means he should attack this piece. He might take that piece, but beyond that, he won't take anything else. And if I get one more piece of metal in any other crates, our raft is basically fully protected. So we love that for us. Plus, actually have, if I can get more nails, I can just fortify this piece, and then my raft is fully protected. Unless I just want to put a collection net right there, and then we're good anyways. Success. We did it, team. We're just on our way to Caravan Town. And like I said, that'll likely be where we call a stream for today, because this was more meant to be a goofy run than anything else, just to hang out with people and have a good time. Which I'm enjoying my time, and I hope you are too. Also, I hope you guys who are over on YouTube enjoyed the thumbnail that I made for this stream. I worked quite hard on that. I was up until 5 a.m. drawing it, so I hope you like it. I spent way too much time on it. Which island is your favorite? I do like Balboa, at least in terms of the story islands. Balboa is my favorite story island. I just think it's a nice balance of open space and that kind of thing. I really like it. Certain people are welcome to disagree with me. Alright, in the meantime, we'll just work on gathering more resources. I suppose I could be paddling as well, couldn't I? Because I've got an extra stack here, so yeah, paddling is the way to go, I guess, because I'm not making a ramp. What is the... I'm not exactly sure what you're asking, friend. Otherwise, I'd be happy to answer you. Alrighty. We're just going to paddle our way towards Caravan. Go even faster. Even faster. I love the thumbnail. You killed it. Thanks. I spent way too long drawing it. But here we are. Alright. Now we just get to paddle for the next 1,600 meters, which is about 5 minutes of time. Now we just get to sit here and hold left click. It's my favorite part. So nice. This is Raft. Raft is the name of the game. Wee. We're having a great time. Again, we're just vibing. Chilling. Having a good time together. At least I'm having a good time. And I hope other people are too. Again, I just wanted to play Raft and hang out with people. I didn't know if I was going to finish the run or anything today, and that's totally okay with me. It was just a matter of doing something for my birthday and hanging out with people. And that was more important. Where are you from? I'm from the US. It's a good time. And again, I really appreciate everyone who's come and said hi. It's very nice. I really appreciate it. And also, you up, mate, Railway, Calvin, for all the gift subs. Very much appreciated. Also, you what, mate, this is kind of tangentially related. Did you notice in the short that I put out the other day, I specifically re-rolled Balboa until I got a red clucker? Just for you. I re-rolled Balboa until I had a red clucker on Balboa. For no other reason. That's Spiral. Spiral's annoying. But unfortunately, it is necessary. I can make another paddle. I don't have any remaining food. We do have to go around this island. I am choosing to go this way. I was a bit indecisive there. I love your voice. Thanks. It's mine. It is uniquely mine, and that I can get away with. And that's a disallowed glitch for real, for real. Hi, I'm newer to your channel. Happy birthday. Thanks. I love flying raft. Is there a reason why you hop around so much? Is it a strategy or just for funsies? I just get bored and I jump a lot. That's the real reason. There are reasons to jump in raft. Like dolphin jumping in the water does make you go faster. That being said, dolphin jumping is a very distinct strategy that is very noticeable when compared to normal jumping. So that's its own thing. Otherwise, me just jumping around is to keep myself entertained and nothing else. I do that in every single game I play. I jump around a ton. It's something that I'm trying to not do as much because I know it can be distracting for people watching, but it's a hard habit to break, shall we say. I just like bouncing. Also, I do need to get this barrel crate, whatever is coming up on us, because I do need to get the resources inside of it. Hopefully a potato or a beet. Because we are starting to get low on food. And Rohi's coughing, you know. I am 26. As of today. I'm always older than people think I am, which I don't know how to think about that. But I'm 26. I have a master's degree. Not that I'm at all proud of that, and I keep mentioning it because I'm a little proud of it, and I worked really hard for it. And I finished it this week. But yes, I am 26. All right, we're going to reorient towards Caravan here. I do want that barrel, though. You should be proud, and congrats. Thanks. I'm going to keep mentioning it whenever people are like, where have you gone? Graduate school is where I went. I was busy learning about oysters. Very important. It actually is important. I make fun of it a lot, but it is necessary research, and it helps make our oceans more sustainable, and that's important to me. I think is important on a general level. All right, 700 meters out. Again, just gonna paddle to help speed us along a little bit. We should be good otherwise. All the way down. How do you feel when you're close to death? Oh, we're vibing. We're vibing and thriving. More paddles. And also more planks for the engine to make sure that that stays nice and fueled. And yeah, I suppose we'll do Caravan normally, and then that'll be where we end things for today. Just so everyone has a read on what we're doing. I might intentionally die to a puffer to reset my hunger and thirst, although I haven't been death baiting. I've been good about that, but I am out of food and stuff. Do I have enough that I could make a fishing rod? Alternatively, could I make a fishing rod? I don't have any scrap, because of course I don't have any scrap, because I never have any scrap this run. What's the coolest oyster fact that most people wouldn't know? So one of my favorite fun facts regarding the eastern oyster, which is what I did my research in, Chrysostera virginica. A single adult oyster can filter up to 4 gallons of water a day, which may not sound like a lot until you think about the fact that a single oyster is like, I don't know, about 4 inches, 8 centimeters or so big, and it filters 4 gallons of water, and they exist in reefs of millions of oysters. So they have massive water cleaning potential. It's pretty cool. They're known to increase light penetration and decrease turbidity and that kind of thing. I think it's interesting. Again, I'm a little biased, but I do think it's interesting. Oh, look, the famous ocean tilapia. Yeah, my favorite thing in this game. I say with heavy amounts of sarcasm. Because tilapia are freshwater fish, darn it. Also, still no bathtub. Just saying. Here I am, a full grown adult, trying to drink half a gallon a day. Yeah, and an oyster out here is outcompeting you by a factor of 8. What's the rarest oyster? I don't know that I can answer that question. I don't know if there's anything to quantify that. It's an interesting question, though. Decoration package? Flag. Still no bathtub. See? Bathtub notably missing. That's why we're not finishing the run. We haven't gotten a bathtub, and therefore the run is invalid. Real fans know that. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, the question of the rarest oyster is an interesting one, though. Again, I don't think there's a real answer that I could give you for that. Excuse me. And the other reason I'm probably going to call things pretty soon is because of this gosh darn cough. That won't leave me alone. Despite the fact that I desperately want it to. Good news is the collection nets did come in handy. Not gonna lie. Alright. And another tilapia. Perfect. Perfect. I also have a stack of wood just hanging out in my chest, so I'm not at all worried about that. Now we get to play the fun game of, do I remember how to do Caravan normally? Because as much as it's been a long time since I did cruise ship normally, it's been even longer since I've done Caravan normally. I'm not sure I remember where all the zipline parts are. I need to kill a puffer. Don't I? Well, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. I'm trying to find all the notes. Finding the notes on Caravan is difficult, not going to lie. Okay, because, well, actually, don't forget there's an effing bird. There is the effing bird. You are correct. You are correct that the effing bird does exist. Okay, I have that much. Do I have what I need to make a bow? Is the question. Yes, actually. Okay. That makes life substantially easier because then I can make arrows. And that will allow me to take care of the whatchamacallit. Perfect. And my raft will naturally get stuck here due to the current. Okay, perfect. This is working out better than I thought it would. Not gonna lie. So I just need to get a couple stones so that I can make arrows. Unless I get arrows out of these, which is possible, just not likely. I'm just gonna go around here. This is also the earliest place you can get copper as a loot drop. It's quite annoying. It's quite annoying. But the good news is I can get plenty of scrap out of these. And also it's a good source of food, which will make life a little bit easier. I just need to get rocks. Or metal. Metal would also technically work here. See, there you go. That's copper. And a bolt. Why can't it ever be daytime when I want to do relevant stuff? Why can't it ever be daytime? Okay, I just need rocks, please. Thank you. What if I go down here and I look for rock? I know that there are rocks on this island. I know that they exist. Are there no rocks underwater? Just gotta kill Jeremiah. I probably could, but I think it's objectively easier to just go around the other side of the island to get enough arrows to make, or get enough rocks to make a couple arrows so we can kill a puffer, so we can get the explosive powder, so we can get the zipline part. It's all interconnected. It's all interconnected. Worst case scenario, I could just get metal ore and smelt that down if I go down this route. Now we play the fun game of, do I remember where all the things are? Oh yes, rocks. Perfect. Oh, I forget that you can't just pick up rocks. Okay. Then I just need plastic, so we gotta go back to the raft really fast. I'm gonna see if I can grab a couple more rocks. That puffer's gonna be angry. I'm on Caravan right now. Oh yes, okay. Off to finish cooking dinner. Happy birthday. Looking forward to learning more oyster facts on your next stream. Well, thanks, friend. Thanks for stopping by, and good luck cooking dinner. Have a good night. All right, here we go. Oh, I might perish here. Puffers do a lot of damage, actually. It kind of surprises me every single time. Oh, I didn't perish. Okay, that's a starting point. That is a starting point. And we made it out just in time to avoid drown damage. Same, I'm always surprised too. They do so much damage. Like, you wouldn't think they would do that much, all things considered. All right, let me just go this way, grab a couple extra plastic so I can make more arrows. Oh, we gotta murk a puffer really fast. Just gotta murk a puffer. All we need to do. That works out. Here we are. So as soon as I come up here, I should have plenty to make some arrows. And I do. I'll just bring this with me and some extra wood in case I encounter more stones. Okay. So that's good. I picked up extra food. And I have some water as well. And I have watermelons. Okay, perfect. I'll just exchange that for this. And I can pick up more food as we go. Okay. So let's go see if we can murk a puffer. I literally died next to one I didn't see in the dark on a hut right next to my bag full of clothes. That's annoying. That's annoying. What is going on there? Oh, it's the screecher. Being obnoxious. Who'da thunk that the screecher is obnoxious? Not me. I would never think that the bird is annoying. Never, I tell you. Okay, so this puffer's gone. Which means I can just come in here, get a quick pit stop on my oxygen. And I have enough to make 2 more sets of arrows to murk another puffer. I'm just going to grab a couple extra rocks to see if we can make this work. All right, there we go. All right, I see my next puffer target. Gonna replenish the oxygen. We're gonna go for it. We'll try and get this puffer. That should be more than enough arrows. I say should be. We'll find out. Come here, Puffer. There we go. We got it. We got it. And we got a hat. Let's go. Okay, so we've got that. I just need to get all the way down there. And then when we come back up, we'll put it in the smelter and finish that. Again, it's so dark because I can't ever have it be daytime when I'm doing this kind of thing. Follow all of this straight down. Although technically you can swim straight up from the very bottom of this and make it. It's just hard, and you might die if you don't have full health. So we just are not going to take the risk. We're going to go straight down here because we know that it curves back around here. I'm going to try and outrun this puffer right there. All right. And here we go. That puts us in here. And that gives us all of this that we need. We don't need the metal detector. Metal detector is not useful to us. Okay, now we go up. I'm going to see if I can swim straight up. And then if I have that, I can go back to my raft. We can dry out our vine goo and we can go do the other component in the meantime, the well. This is what I mean by you might die if you don't have full health. Because you can make it. It's just a little bit close. All right. There we go. We'll be back over here shortly. All right. And now we can get back to our raft. Dry out this vine goo. And that will allow us to do the well in the meantime. And then from there, we can go over to the infirmary, make the zip line, do all that fun stuff. Because again, normally you would just do this with a ramp, because the ramp is easy. But the good news is we do know what we're doing. Even in IL levels, when you're doing like an individual level speed run of Caravan Town, you do it in such a way where you are given an explosive powder at the start of the save, so you don't even have to do this step. Because otherwise it's just go kill a puffer. You know, dry out the puffer's goo. Which sounds a bit weird, but you know, here we are. Alright, just gotta get up top to the well handle, which is one more layer up. My bad. This one goes here-ish. Let's make sure that I remember what I'm doing. Frickin' bird sees me already. This one goes all the way down, basically. Then this one just goes all the way over, I'm pretty sure. I used to have this puzzle solution memorized. I do not have it memorized anymore. But it doesn't matter. We can still make it work. And then we just do this and see if it worked. I think it did. I think I had those. Yes, I did. Look at me go. I did, in fact, remember what I was doing. Okay, that's 2 zipline parts. Let's see if our explosive goo is ready. Or explosive powder, excuse me. It is. So that just means I need to do a small hop, skip, and a jump over the island really fast. Wrong way. As I immediately go the wrong way. Love that for me. Really builds the credibility, you know? And then you can just Skyrim horse your way up this. Hi, Screecher. How's it going? All the way up. What kind of clucker did we get? Let's see. Oh, blue clucker. Lame. Lame. Hello, Screecher. Ow. We're gonna go this way because I think it's more fun. And a normal goat. What a lame file. Alright, here we go. Goodbye, Major Tom. I'll see you in a bit. Ideal. Now we come around up here. Further make our way all the way up. And that is the last zipline part. Alrighty. So from there, I'm pretty sure I need to learn and craft the zipline if it didn't just give me one. Ow. Oh no, I need to make it up in the tower, don't I? Haha. I remember how to play this game. I definitely remember how to play this game. And we have a companion. So, you know, that works out great for us. Let's just get up here. Mind the gaps. The first time I played this island, I didn't know that there were gaps, and I may or may not have fallen off pretty miserably. So, it's fine. I got my first red ticket this weekend. Was very happy. Nice. Congratulations. You beat you up, mate. Alright, there's our zip line. And here we go. Over here. No, last place is the office. Yes. But this part is easy. I could unlock this and be normal, or I could just do it through the window, but we'll do it the proper way since we're doing it glitchless. Okay, then back over. Or we come up the top. Instead, we go over here. Nice. We go up and around and over to the mayor's office. Frick. It's okay, we landed in water. I thought I had that. I did not, in fact, have that. It's fine. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Everything's fine. Everything is cool. Everything is awesome. Everything's great when you're part of a team. We're fine. Everything is fine. Nothing happened. Hi, Screecher. Get wrecked. And there we go. All right. Well, I think that's a pretty good place to call it for today. Again, I didn't really care if I finished the run or not. I just wanted to hang out with people and celebrate my birthday and play some raft together. And I'm pretty proud, you know, we had a good time. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. It means the world for me. For everyone who stopped by and wished me a happy birthday and that kind of thing. And thank you to everyone who watched and hung out and was in chat. And even if you're just lurking, I really appreciate you. Anyways, I hope to see you guys all again very, very soon. Thank you so much for today. But until I see you next, have a great day.